Hey Virgo, this is Micah. I do apologize in advance for the 1-900 voice here. I actually did just get laryngitis. I am kind of on the mend. Naturally, that happened the very day that Mercury went retrograde in my astrological third house of communication. So, very, very appropriate here. And actually, at the time of this recording, Mercury is going to be retrograding back into the sign of Scorpio. So maybe there are some old conversations. Maybe there is a lot with communication that's coming up for you at this time as well. So be patient with this. Definitely come in with an open mind. It's not anything to freak out about, but there may be some conversations that you are needing to revisit. And these are timeless messages. So even though the astrology might be different at the time you are watching this, it's the message that's ultimately most important here. Now, I did pull a couple of animal cards for you, Virgo. I did get the crocodile and the unicorn. And what I'm really getting here is that there is something that you've been waiting for, something that you have been sensing. And it feels like something is finally starting to come to surface. Something is kind of peeking out. Which is quite interesting because I do feel like you've kind of been playing the waiting game, Virgo. And even before I hit record, I was actually getting the message you've been waiting for this moment, or the moment you've been waiting for is here. So that's always kind of an exciting message. And might be happening now, might be happening very soon. I'm very curious to see what the tarot has to say about all of this. So I am going to start shuffling here. And I do think it's also really important that you trust your own intuition and discernment. I do really get the sense with the unicorn that it's important you're listening to your intuition, that you are seeing things, kind of reading between the lines, looking a little closer beneath the surface. It feels like it's very important for you to trust your intuition right now, and maybe even working with that third eye chakra or working with your intuition, however that lands for you. Let's see. Okay. I am getting a story of a triumph. 9 of Wands in the past, with the 6 of Wands coming out here. It very much feels like you've been working towards something, maybe even reaching a point of burnout. And you kind of just needed to see something through to the end. You felt like you needed to keep going. The end was in sight, and the 6 of Wands often is a card of victory, recognition, overcoming something. So it feels like maybe you're on the mend, like I am right now. These readings always happen in very synchronous timings. So maybe some of you are recovering or healing in some way, or you're kind of getting back on your feet in your life. And this actually feels really, really positive to me. And again, there was something about you waiting. Maybe there was something you were working for, something you've been waiting on. And I'm already getting a sense that there is this moment, this kind of victory, this triumph, this success, if you will. What do we have here? Of course, we have the 4 of Wands. This is the card of victory. This is quite literally what I was just talking about. The 4 of Wands is almost like going to the next level, leveling up. Sometimes this is a card that represents things like marriage, graduation, something that is significant to going to the next stage, the next level. So it does feel like there really is some growth, some progress. We also do have the 5 of Wands here as well. So I feel like you've really been fighting for something or working towards something. Maybe you need to kind of pick and choose your battles. Perhaps your recognition or success is also stirring up some feelings in the people around you. Maybe there is some jealousy. Maybe there's even a level of competition, but I do feel like you are overcoming something here, Virgo. And the wands are coming in very, very strong, which is all about fire, passion. Sometimes there is a little bit of conflict here, but this very much feels like you are rising on top. So finding that fire, finding that kind of push inside of yourself right now feels very, very important. We also have the High Priestess. This is so in line with the Unicorn card. I feel like you already know there is something more to your life. There is a new chapter that is coming. And maybe it's been very hard to believe in that vision. because there's been a struggle. But it's almost like this vision, this dream, this goal of yours has been the thing that has helped you push through. You knew if you kept going forward, if you kept trusting the path, something would come from this. And that's what I'm really getting with this High Priestess and the Unicorn card. Again, like, your intuition has been telling you something, and it's really important that you are trusting in this. And we do have the Temperance card. Yeah, something that has been working for a while. I feel like you've been very patient with something. I really do sometimes think of the Temperance card as divine timing. It is a card of healing. It is a card of bringing things into balance. It is a process, a transformation. It is the card that comes after the major arcana, death. So maybe there were some endings. Maybe there was some letting go. But now there's some integration. This is the alchemy, the transformation that is taking place at this time. You are bringing something together, Virgo, something that you have been working very hard towards. Tell me more about Temperance, actually. The Four of Pentacles, so maybe for some of you this is involving career or finances. If things have felt tight for a while, like you're just getting by, I feel like you have enough. You will have enough. Somehow, some way, if that is what your intuition is telling you. And again, use your own intuition and discernment here. Yeah, yep, okay. Four of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. I do feel like there is some growth, maybe an increase in abundance, some kind of success. And I'm not going to tell you to get very spendy right now. I know a lot of people at this time are really feeling kind of a financial pinch, or they're feeling a sense of scarcity, or just like they're struggling, or there's a lot of insecurity. But I do feel like with this card, there is kind of this message like, you'll be okay. There is something coming in. You don't have to worry so much. And I mean, really use your discernment there. But I do feel like for a lot of you, there is success, there is abundance, there is a prosperity here, which is really, really exciting. And I feel like, honestly, I'm almost getting life's work. You are stepping into your life's work, your life's purpose. And I feel like this is especially a message for those of you who have been on the path already. I'm not necessarily getting like a new job, a new opportunity. I feel like this is something you've already been working towards. Maybe there is a new job, but it's kind of like the outcome of the work that you've already been putting in for some time. Just being honest. I don't think something is falling in your lap. I really feel like this is for the group of you who have been working for some time. You've really maybe even been struggling a little bit, and persevering, I think, is a good word for this. You've been very diligent, and I do feel like that is paying off. Yep. And the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe there is a new job or new income, but I really feel like, again, this is more about the work that you have already put in is giving you a new beginning. But, you know, it really could be a new job for some of you, actually. Or a promotion, or more stability. Anything else for Virgo? I kind of feel like that's everything, actually. I know, wow, we got this in under 10 minutes. I feel like maybe I should blow out my voice more often, get more to the point here. Yeah, I do hope that this was helpful. Definitely be sure to hit like and subscribe if you've made it all the way to the end here. I am also running a sale on my website. I am starting those holiday sales a little bit early this year, so you can get 20% off any of my services through December 21st using the code Good Tidings. You can find the link for my website in the description of this video, as well as links for all of my other social media accounts. And again, I'm super appreciative to all of you who support this channel in any way that you can. Through your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes, I'm able to continue putting out these messages for all of you, and it means more to me than you can possibly know. So I will see you all in the next video, Virgo. I'm sending lots of love and blessings your way. Take care.